Hello, I am Solara. This recording is for the notorious D.I.D channel. I have not yet made a recording, and I haven't for months. I am not the origin, but I have been around for many years. I actually have our 21-year-old daughter, so I was in place the entire time when I had her. I have been in place this time since October, and somewhat steady. There are occasions when in the middle of the night one of the cats will wake me up or something like that, and well, I should say wake one of us up, and I will hear off in the distance one of the other altars, usually either Val pray, or one of the Asian altars. I have been currently attempting to learn Korean because of my interests in Korean culture, Korean music, Korean dramas. So I wanted to learn the language to be able to understand without having to read subtitles every 2 seconds. It was not one of our altars. However, recently we have developed one altar that I do believe is Korean, which I don't know if anybody else can relate, but it would be really nice. I lost track and had to put the video on pause. So if none of this makes sense from this point on, I do apologize. I remember I was talking about languages. If you have altars that know other languages, I think it would be nice if you could easily access those languages. That would be really helpful. But I'm guessing it doesn't work that way. Maybe it makes it easier for you to be able to learn the language. I don't know. Because I do have one altar that's Chinese, and it seems to be somewhat easier to learn Chinese than it does for me to learn the Korean. I feel like an absolute idiot while I'm trying to learn Korean. So I might make videos on that for amusement for everybody else. But other than that, I have been ill a lot because I do suffer from seizures. So I have 2 seizures or more a week, and that puts me down somewhat. I am attempting to find a regular position or job, which one is difficult because you do have D.I.D, but 2, obviously you don't tell a standard job that you have D.I.D, but you also have less access to positions when you have advanced arthritis like I do. I have really bad advanced arthritis in my back and in my knees, and so I have a lot of difficulty getting around, and there are just not positions out there for the disabled as readily available as they should be. It's even with online jobs, it is a difficult field out there right now because everybody's trying to get online jobs with COVID and everything that's going on with it. So that's another struggle. Obviously, everybody needs a livelihood, needs to be able to pay their bills, and that's just another problem or headache added to the rest of the circumstances. Other than the occasional outburst when we've been sleeping or when we first wake up, or sometimes if I get extremely irritated or angry, because I don't know if you have cats, but cats can definitely make you irritated and angry at any given moment. I have several cats, and I love them to death. Love them, love them. And that is their only saving grace, because my cats drive me crazy. My cats will take off running top speed throughout the room at 4 in the morning. This is when we have other alters that have different languages and things pop up and tell the cats to be quiet in their language or whatever they're trying to get them to be quiet. Above and beyond that, they're constantly like children. So, I lost my point. But I guess they drive me so crazy I just can't even think properly. But this is what's been going on. This is what's going on currently. That's going on 3 months that I've been the majority, with only a couple of little hiccups. But like I say, it still makes it difficult to get a position due to the physical disabilities, and then of course the seizures popping up on a regular basis. I am contemplating taking hypnotherapy to attempt to limit the seizures, or to assist in mostly getting rid of them, because that would be a huge step in the right direction. It's difficult to get a job if you have seizures and you can't control when you have them, and set schedules are almost impossible. I have been working my own jobs, as I did prior to COVID. 2020 wasn't that bad of a year for me with online business, but 2021 and forward has been difficult, because obviously people are not wanting to spend as much. People are watching what they do spend on what they spend it on, irregardless of what people say. Well, what the government says, I should say. There are still a lot of people that are out of work, or if they're not out of work, they're still not getting enough hours to survive, and extras just are not, they're not applicable. So this is pretty much what I'm dealing with right now, and I don't see that going anywhere or changing too much sooner. I am trying to start up some YouTube channels and go from there, but we'll see. We'll see how that works. That's all you can do, is just see how it works. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I may not have any answers, but I'll attempt. And we will post, I'll post as regularly as I can now. Obviously the topic being D.I.D, but life in general right now is just, it has to do with your D.I.D. It has to do with you. It has to do with, so that's where we are. Stay safe and healthy, and I hope everything works out well for you. Like, subscribe, and comment, and I will be happy to read your comments and comment back when I applicably can. Thank you.